G'day everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm just going to go through the first 7 days of my dephemerember 2022 that's hosted by 49 Dragonflies, Barbara and Louise Heinzel. I'm just doing this in my own little thing, and I'm being inspired by what they do. So I watch what their videos are and then I will replicate it with adding my own little kind of touch and the things that I have. But yeah, so I'm going to go through my first 7 days and show you what I've made, and hopefully you like them. So day 1 was fluff and mason jar. So for this one I used some Edith Holden pages, and this one here was by Louise, and this one is the little hedgehog, and he's got his little fluff there, and there's a whole lot of fluff down underneath and all of that. So these here I thought kind of went with the whole mushroom theme, and they kind of look a little bit like, you know, some woodland mushrooms. So I've got those guys there, and I've used the freebies that come with, that they have created for each and every day with their animal prompt, as the label for the mason jar. So this was really cool, and it's got a little pocket in behind it, so you can add a little journal card or whatever you want in behind that. But that's my first one, and like these leaves and all are from my back garden. I didn't go too far, but yeah, so I've got that one. And then the second one that I did for that was this one here. So this one's by Barbara, and it's a little acetate mason jar, and I've got made the little hedgehog into a little tag that slides on in and looks a little bit like the label once it's back in there. If I can get it back in there, that's always the problem. Okie dokie, there we go. And again, I've kept the thing, and when I've been doing this, I've been trying to link them together, like, so having the little touches. So this one was all about mushrooms, so I added a few mushrooms over here and so forth. And then we've got our little fluff from these little pieces of wool, whatever they are. It comes in a big ball, and it's all of these little fellas, and some twine and all of that. And then this little hedgehog here is magnetic, so it sticks here, but you can also stick him on top. So you can choose where you want to put your little hedgehog. So there's 2 magnets hidden in amongst there that you can throw your little hedgehog on and go, oh, you're going jumping on up to try and get to whatever's in the mason jar. In he goes. So they are day 1. Then we get on to day 2, which was splatters and playing cards. So this is the prompt list there, and the animal for that day was giraffe. So this one here was Louise, and she used an image of a giraffe in the background. I am so lucky. I ended up finding a whole score of stuff that was kind of lost in the depths at my work, of like vintage, so 1960s, early 70s National Geographic magazines. So it's like, yeah, hello. Not National Geographic, no, something, but it's all to do with animals. But yeah, and so I've got like heaps of pages of that, so just going through and finding the things there. And this one is a little flip out, and we've got a little playing card there. I've attached the little giraffe card there as another journaling spot, and we've got this little one here. So yeah, so that's that one. And then day Barbara's it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I haven't slept, so I'm kind of probably blah 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 rambling on, which I tend to do anyway. So this one is Barbara's, and again she did a flip too, and I used some of the Stamperia Savannah, which is the collectibles. It's 2-sided, so that, and he's like little peeking out over the top of the fence. And I used some napkin to cover this playing card, and it looks, I reckon it looks kind of like, you know, a fence. And we've got that there, and then this little giraffe peeks on out the top of this one, and so we've got that. It looks like that, and these are actually legit scraps left over from the Savannah album I did from when I punched out the circle thing. So I'm like, oh well, I may as well use that. And on both of them I have used some stenciling to try and half replicate, you know, the spots on a giraffe. But yeah, so that's that one, and obviously some butterflies. Day number 3 was a bright colour journaling card, and the animal for the day was penguin. So this was Louise's, and I've just got on the back, I've made it into a little flip extra journaling spot, secret journaling spot there. And this was Louise's, and I bet you it won't work because it hasn't been used for a few days. But there's your little thing, and I made it into like a little flower that he can wear on his head, and she's got a little flower that matches. So that's that one. And then this one here is inspired by Barbara's. So I've got my little penguin sitting up here. He's got his little flower one. Again, like I said, I try to kind of get them to talk to each other a little bit. And then I saw this little one in one of the photos on the mags, and it's like this guy down here is chastising this guy, and he's like, just do what I tell you to do. And he's like looking away because he's in trouble. And then again, the little card on the back. All right, day number 4, recycled art and coin envelope. And the animal of the day was a turtle, which was really good because surprisingly I've done a couple of turtles. So this first one was inspired by Barbara, and it's got a lot of gold splatter on these ones. This is the Mary River turtle, which is local to the area and the river that I actually look out on. So if I look out my back, I overlook the Mary River. So looking out there is probably one of these little bum-breathing turtles, little punk rocker turtles. And this is an image by Tim Jeffs that I'd coloured in on stream. And I've just put the little information part about the Mary River turtle there, and the little boy obviously going for a ride on him. So I've got some textured bubbles and all of that. And I kept this one quite dark because the Mary River is a muddy river. So look, you can tell I've been doing stuff. Is a muddy river. So I wanted that real murky kind of look to it. So I've got that one there, and that just flips down like that. And I've just put the cards, the freebies inside of it. So that's that one. And then this one was inspired by Louise, and I did a painting of a turtle. So this is actually like a big hexagonal painting that I did. I sold that, but obviously I had photos of it, and so I printed out that photo, and I've used that one here to have my turtle, and we've got our little coral. Again, you can see that we've got connections, so we've kept the bubbles and the coral kind of going across it, and the gold kind of highlights, and that's that one. And then on the other side, it was a bit of the leftover napkin that I kind of used to collage, had a whale on it, and I'm like, well, it kind of works because this is more of a sea turtle. So yeah, so that's kind of what I did for that one, and again the cards inside of that. Okay, day number 5 was number or sentiment and ticket. So here we go. So first one is inspired by Louise, and it was a ticket book, and I've got that one there. And I've used blue banded bees as my focal points on these ones because they're, again, local to my area, and they've got like a little, their butt is blue, got little blue bands on it. And they're out everywhere at the moment. So you go outside into my garden and they're all like buzzing around. And then I've added a little bit of glitter clear embossing onto the wings to kind of get them to shimmer a little bit, and a nice little wax seal of a bee down here. And then this opens up, and these are all tickets that can be removed, and at the back of them are more tickets that can fold on out and be torn out. So there's lots of little ephemera pieces in that. So that's what this guy looks like. And then these ones are inspired by Barbara. And again, I've got my blue banded bee with a little embossed crown. And I've used as a sentiment on this one a plate D, like from one of the entomology books. And that's been embossed as well, and so these ones down here, and you'll see that I've got numbers and tickets kind of stamped into the background of all of these, so it kind of fits in with that prompt. And we've got these guys here, And yeah, so that's these guys, and they're just on the back. And yeah, that was, what was that? Day number 5. Okay, day number 6 was the bingo card. Now this one threw me because they were like, oh, we're going to use pink. And I'm like, I'm not really a pink kind of person. But I went with it. So the first one is something that's meant to kind of get stuck in as a tuck spot and have a little dangle out the side, where Barbara created her own feather using some eyelash trim. I went with that, and the animal was an elephant. So I kind of went with like the greys and stuff that I had in the eyelash trim with a little bit of pink. And the little dangle here has a little elephant on it. And I added a pink feather, just for extra, you know. If I'm going to go pink, I might as well go pink. And it'll tie in with what I did for Louise's prompt. So that's that one. And then there's the cards that go with it. They'll get tucked in once I put them inside a journal. And then Louise's prompt was a bingo card here, where she had used the feather die cuts to cut it out and then stuck some feathers in behind it and a bit of tiling work. And there's my little elephant. And she'd cut off the top one because she didn't like what had happened there with the little dangle. So I did the same thing, and eventually that'll go onto kind of a page and tie in the 2 pages. But we've kind of still continued that little pink feather across. So that's that one. And then day number 7, so the last one I just finished, which is a handwritten memory and a loaded tag. And the animal of the day was a bear. So this one here is Barbara's. Now she used candy wrappers and a whole lot of different things and lollies and stuff, but that's not kind of what I was going for with mine. So I kind of used it, got inspired by it, but kept it in with what I was doing. So we've got a little bear here, which is a tuck spot, so you can put something in behind that one as well. So put something in there, and then a little tag that I've made to go into the back with a little vellum pocket. This is the kanji for bear, for Kuma. So that was my little handwritten thing, but I do have some more handwritten elements inside. And then we open up inside, there's a little bear card, another little tag, and then in the background is, I've got I picked up, and it was in one of my hauls a few months ago, I picked up a ledger that was from a fishmonger. Which just seems so right with bears. So it's all about different kind of fish that they've bought, and I'm like, cool. So bears and fish, and then a little butterfly, which will tie into Louise's inspiration. So that's that one, and then another little butterfly on the back. So kind of went with the map because it's all around the world. And then this is the one inspired by Louise, and again, little bears, a little tuck spot, little kanjis there as well, and I've used that ledger paper to make a little folded over pocket, which inside I've got some little scrap paper and a stamp. So they go in there, and there's some little decoration there. That tucks in. This is just honestly a piece of scrap of an envelope. I'm like, oh well, can be used for something. And then opening it up, and inside we've got some more butterflies and some stamps, and then this has got that in it, and then these are these hidden journaling spots, and then this one, some more little papers, a little tag made out of the bear card, and opening it all up as well. So they're my little ephemeras done for the first week of dephemerember, and yeah, so it's nice. I'm going to, I don't know, obviously going to make a journal out of it at the end, but I don't know what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, but that kind of is where we are with that. If you've popped in, say hi. Just a quick little video showing you what I've made. I'll make another one next week with the next 7 days, and yeah, I'm going to leave it there. As always, remember, be kind, be strong, be aware, and I'll see you later. Bye.